Next up, man, I feel you'll recognize Eric Kripke, executive producer. A young man who's getting a break with the show, and hopefully things turn out for him pretty well. I think they might. Jensen Ackles. How often had you had to go into the writer's room and say, just, come on?
Just anybody but Jared. For someone.
You're saying that now.
Yeah.
That's why he's not here. So,
yes.
So we can say those kind of things. What can you say about the new character? No love interest apparently, so skip that. But
well, I think it's. I know from Jared and I's perspective, it's very welcoming to have people come on the show you can actually. Build a relationship, form a structured relationship with someone. I know that we've had a couple of characters come in and out. We had Dad on for a while, and it was great to have him. And every time he'd come on, there was just this dynamic that we felt very comfortable in because it was something that was familiar to us. Same thing with with Jim Beaver, who played Bobby. It's just you get to really dive in and explore a relationship between two characters when you get to work with them more. So I think to introduce characters that are going to be around a little bit more, whatever they might be, you get to see more of a dynamic between those characters, between the two brothers, and it adds more layers to an already very layered show.
Okay.
Show on network television.
Fantastic.
So look at this now. In theory, anyway, Dean has a year to live.
Yes.
Right?
What would Dean do? I think it's fairly obvious what Dean would do. And he plans on doing that. lots of that.
You get a show on Cinemax Friday nights after midnight.
All of a sudden, the Dean Winchester Diaries. So you mix that in, and also trying to stay true to what he is and what he does with his brother, and keeping that that road show and that heroic force going, but also having that knowledge of knowing, hey, I got limited time, I'm gonna make the most of it, and his idea of making the most of it is.
There'll be a European
good times. Yes.
Hopefully no torture.
No.
No torture. Although actually raised. Actually, one of my favorites from last year was and I think Ben, you wrote the Hollywood episode, which was. They know you. Where did that come from? It was kind of a fun.
Gary Cole was this studio executive, and every note he gave the production were real notes we got from the network. So if you go back and look at it, we have had to suffer every one of those notes. Like, why can't it be brighter? and why, and all those things. And then we hung him and snapped his neck. And it's sort of like, well, that's our response.
A lot of catharsis.
Yeah, it was very cathartic, if nothing else.
Actually, I'm curious what you heard when you were pitching the show. Did you guys
it was the funniest thing. The notes calls, and
they love it.
They love it. We love it. It's so funny. And we were like, really? Because we're ripping on you. But they loved it.
Yeah, they really do. It's well.
I've got a few that are very dear to me. I know that, obviously the pilot stands among all rest, but Dead in the Water holds kind of a special place in my heart. It was kind of the first time where I really got a sense of who Dean was, and I was able to peel back some layers. But I think more recently, I think my favorite, just because of the amount of the toll that it took on me personally, was the season finale in season 2, All Hell Breaks Loose, part 2. After building a relationship both on camera and off camera with the guy that plays your brother on the show, and then to have to play scenes in a room with him dead, was very, very, hard and emotional for me. And at the end of the day, it was just I was completely spent. And so I think that really, because I was able to kind of go someplace and do that. And those are kind of defining moments for me as an actor, to be able to do that kind of stuff and really feel proud about it.
Thank you.
Wow. And then we have a few others that are just kind of, picture cars that run, but none of them feels good. No.
I'm impressed.
There hasn't been anything. I mean, we're so used to 100+ people working on set, so the bangs and the things dropping and the just working on set itself is scary in its own right. But I don't think we've had anything to write home about as far as being whoa, or we're dealing with something that's actually present. And if we are, we got the means to take care of it.